Welcome to the doghouse. How about we start being kind to one another? Yes, there's times it comes down to evil. You can't really be kind to that. But I'm talking about an overall picture. Because when you are kind, your heart is full of love and joy. And you gain more in life by being kind. That doesn't mean you make or have people walk over you. It has nothing to do with that because you can't have people walk over you. And sometimes when you are kind, that is exactly what will happen. But you have to realize it's up to you how much kindness you give out or don't give out. And you will decide that on your own case by case. That's just the way it is. Sometimes we get it right and sometimes we'll get it wrong. But being kind means you have more of an open mind as to what goes on. Even being kind and seeing what's going on, you will see the bad in people too. Just because there's so many people out there that don't like kindness. Kind is something they hate, they despise, and they don't care who they walk over, these people, because kindness will never be in their heart. But you cannot control what they do. You control what you do. So kindness is a very, very important thing in our lives and should be. Just because there's people out there that's willing to destroy you doesn't mean you're not going to be that kind to them. I get that. But overall, kindness will get you farther than anything else. You don't need some psychiatrist or some professor or somebody with a high IQ to figure out. It don't matter who you are. If you are kind, you will get, for the most part, are respected. There's always exceptions. I know. I'll have people, I don't, this person. I'm talking about an overall view. Because kindness goes a whole lot farther than what we always think it does. We really do need to think more about being kind than evil. You can't control evil people. You just can't. You can stand up to them, you can call them out, but you'll never make them be kind. The thing is, the only person that can make you kind is yourself. Sometimes we go down the other path and try to make excuses why we're not kind. But then we need to stop, sit back, and look at what's going on. See if we did the right thing in what we're doing. Kindness is giving of yourself sometimes without expecting anything in return. This is something that we probably should all strive for. You know, it don't take very much effort to go out and help people and show them the kindness you have in your heart. It just don't. It don't take that long at all. Because when you're kind, people notice. When you're kind, you notice. And that's very important. You notice it. Even when you're evil, and you will notice that too. You don't need to go down that road. A lot of people do. We all see it. We see it on here. We see it in our lives that's close to us. Kindness is a choice. It really is a choice. It's that choice you have to make in your life as to what you want to do. Kindness will get you a whole lot farther than anything else you can think of. Because if you are kind, it helps you yourself. See, that's what a lot of people don't realize. When you are kind, you're helping yourself because that feeling within inside you, you know you're doing the right thing. And that kindness you feel will never leave you unless you let it leave you. You have every option in this world to be a kind person. Go out, help people. You don't even have to really care for them that much, but you have every right in the world you can help them. Know somebody that's evil and not good to you, you might not want to help them. That's understandable. And I understand when you don't like somebody because of how they treat you. But it still goes back, kindness starts with you. You got to step over these people that are not being kind. Call them out, whatever you have to do. But you still, in the end, have to step over them and realize what kindness really is and that you control your kindness to others. Just because somebody won't give an apple to somebody and you do, you did give that person that apple. That is kindness. The other person didn't show kindness. And I'm sure you see that every day of your life, or most every day. But when you have a positive attitude and show your kindness, it really does help. It helps everybody around you and yourself. The kinder you are, the better off you are. Unfortunately, we do run into situations that's not going to work. But you still have to, as an overall picture, find way to be kind and show your loving soul to others. Your soul deserves a good kindness to other people. Because when your kindness shows you are a kind person, don't let the negativity that shows up in your life take you out and not let you do the kindness you know you are capable of doing. Kindness does start with you, like I said. Kindness doesn't mean you get to be walked over by others either. But kindness does start with you. And when you are kind, you will have more people like you, more people that notice you. Even if they don't know you, they will notice you still. Because kindness shines the biggest, brightest light there is. Because when you do that, people realize who you are. You don't need to be patted on the back because you're not being kindness to have people pat you on the back. Because if that's the case, you want something in return. But when you're a kind and loving person, most of the time you don't expect anything in return for what you are doing. Don't put yourself in a bad spot. Remember, we all kind of judge people, but when your kindness sticks out, maybe the person you're being kind to has been treated bad, and you're there to help them out. This is a good thing, and this needs to be done more often. I'm one that have gone out and by action, not by words, and helped people, and my kindness has showed out with nothing expected in return. And that's the way that should be. I'm not better than anybody else. I'm just not. If I can go out and show my kindness to others, other people can too. I'm not a saint by any means. I'm not better than any of you out there. But I will stand up for kindness. Even if I really don't care for a person and I see that kindness, I will notice it. I don't have to tell that person anything, but it will show. Because sometimes there's people out there that will try to destroy others' kindness. They will do everything to make them look bad and look like fools. But when that kindness keeps coming out in that person that it's being done to, they will recognize the bad, but it will not stop them from being kind and considerate to others. And you have to. You can't go out and expect the whole world to like you, but don't expect the whole world to judge you, and don't expect the fact that kindness has to start with them, because that's not how kindness works. You can be kind to somebody and do a lot of good things in this world because of your kindness. When your heart is full of kindness, your heart is full of love and joy. When this happens, you do go farther in life. You may not realize it, but you really do. You can go out there and do many things in life, but when you're kind and your soul shows it, you're a better person. Even when you have to overcome the bad and the ugly in this world, you are very much capable of doing that because your kindness stands out, which it should always stand out. Kindness is underestimated because of the world we live into. It always has to a point, but it's become more and more about money, more about who your friends are, more and more about who you can walk over to get that money and friends. That's not kindness. The person they're doing this stuff to is probably a kind person. Not 100% of the time, but mostly. So if it's being done to you, you know it's being done, but you don't have to give up on your kindness and love for others. That shines up above anything else, even the bad. We love many things in our lives, and we show kindness in many ways. And it all adds up to one word, that is being kind. When your kindness shows up, and it just makes you a very, very much better person in life when that happens. You don't have to listen to the negativity. You don't have to let that negative attitudes out there put you down because you're a kind person. Don't let them dictate to you anything that's going to put you down and make you look like the problem. Because if you're a kind person, you're not the problem. Well, I take that back. You are the problem of being a kind person and not stooping down to others' levels. You've shown that you are above that. Why? You are a kind person and love what you have around you. And all of us should take a back seat and think about that. Because when you do have your kindness out there, it will always show and always be there. You don't have to be this great person or this fancy person or this really sophisticated person, because kindness has no money limits, has no mental limits. If you are kind, you are kind. If you're a loving soul, you're a loving soul. Everybody can do that. Many will not. And you probably see it around your neighborhood, people that will never be kind. But that is their problem, not yours. Sometimes they try to make it your problem, but when that kindness, generosity, and love for others come out, yes, they will hate it more, they will despise you more, but you know you're doing the right thing, and your heart is still full of so much love when you show your kindness that it will defeat the other. That's right, it will defeat that in the long run, because your kindness will not lose. Your kindness may set you back on occasion because you think of a person's really good, and we all done that, and it turns around they're really not, and they have taken advantage of your kindness. But when you realize it, you will move on. You will not stay there. Your kindness will grow and grow because you recognize it. And that's another thing people don't realize is when you really see kindness, and you are that kind of person, you will recognize those that are not. They will stand out to you more than anything. Yeah, because of kindness, people do take advantage of it. But when you notice it, you correct it. That don't mean you stop not being kind. That means you realize what the problem is and you refuse to give up on your kindness. You're not going to let anybody put you down because of your kindness. So you don't have to be ashamed of your kindness. You don't have to be ashamed because you love others. You don't have to be ashamed that you are a good person. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Many will try, but you know you will come out ahead. Don't let them ever take that away from you. Go out there, press forward, show the love you have for others. Show that kindness you know that's in your soul. Nobody has the right to take that kindness away from you. You've worked really, really hard in your life to get to the point you are kind. Yeah, I'll admit I've been kind to people, and I wound up eating it because they took advantage of me being kind, me helping out. That has happened. Not a lot, but it has happened. But we just have to sit back when that happens. And it's not a discouragement in being kind. You shouldn't say, well, I'll never be kind to anybody again. It don't work that way. You realize what the problem is. You don't give up being kind and courteous. You just recognize what the problem is and move forward. Don't dwell on the people that are out there that are not kind. Notice them. When you have to deal with them, you deal with them. But you always go forward with a kindness and a positive attitude. Don't dwell on the negative all the time. Recognize it. And I can't stress that enough. When you are being treated bad, you do need to recognize it. It don't mean you have to go to that step they have gone. You know what steps you have to take to correct it, and you should take them steps because they have no right to infringe upon your kindness or hate you because of your kindness. But once you've taken care of that, even before then, your mind should always be, you've got to be kind, loving, and considerate, regardless of what they're throwing at you. And when you do that, you're much farther off ahead than they are. And once again, they will hate and despise you for what you are doing. But that's all well and fine, because let them hate and despise you all they want, because you are a better person than that. You've shown it with your kindness, your loving soul, and you're never, ever going to let them put you down, because you know you have to go in one direction, and that's forward. You can't go sideways. You can't go in reverse. Your kindness always has to be there, day in and day out. As long as you're on this earth, that matters a lot, that kindness. You got to spread that kindness. People realize it. When you're out, even if they don't say anything to you and they don't really have to, they know that kindness is there. Yeah, all of us like to hear, I think you're kind or whatever, but that's not the most important thing. See, a lot of people think, I'm not going to be kind, they don't recognize me or whatever. Just because they don't say it don't mean they don't recognize you. And the other thing is, regardless of what they think of you, you still have to be kind. You can't let them dictate to you what you will or will not do. And when you're kind and loving and caring, you do see the evils and the wrong people do, and you recognize it. The problem you have, some will fall into the negativity and hate because they don't like kindness, they don't like loving people, they don't like caring people, because they cannot take advantage of them. You just have to recognize them and go forward with your kindness. Don't let them dictate your kindness to you. Don't let them put your kindness on hold, because that's what they want to do. They want to stop you from being that kind person or that loving person. They don't care about you. They just want that stopped. But you become kind all the time. They can't stop it. They can try. They can put roadblocks up. But because you're kind, happy, and loving, they'll never stop you. They can't stop you, because that's who you are, and that's who you need to show every day. You need to go out there every day, and don't worry about them telling you how kind you are. They will know. But regardless of what's being thrown at you, you have to be a kind and loving person every day. When you're that kind and loving person every day, your heart will be full. Maybe somebody didn't recognize it or tell you, but they will recognize it. Love is very precious, and having a loving soul is very, very important. That comes with kindness. If you are a kind person, this other stuff will follow you. It will. I mean, when you're kind, love, courteousness, and all that will follow you automatically. You may not realize it at the time. You may not see it at the time, but it is there. So when people are trying to put you down and silence your kindness and loving and caring soul you have in you, don't let them do that. You are a very, very much better person than that. It don't need to go that way. I've seen people on here, people trying to knock people down that are kind and loving and caring because they don't like it. They would rather destroy you. And there's so many ways they try to silence you. Don't let them do it. Never let them do it. Even if you don't like somebody, you shouldn't try to silence them either. In that respect, I mean, you want them to quit doing what they're doing to you, and they should. But please don't go out there and let people silence you. You're kind-hearted. Don't let that get in the way of it. Don't let that control to stop you and make sure you're not out there being this kind and loving person. Don't let them do that. Don't put that on the back burner and hide. Go out. Show them. Show them what you're made of. You deserve that kindness and loving soul you have in you to show and shine. Don't let them ever, ever stop that from you. Don't take a back seat to them. Yes, mentally it can start to grow on you, but don't let them get away with it. Put that heart out there. Put that kind and loving soul you have in you and you know that people love. Go out and don't put it on the back burner. Show that loving, kind person you are. And just walk over them if you have to, because people know it. Don't let them dictate to you, because they'll hate you even if you went and did the things they want you to do. These evil people, they're not going to like you anymore. Even if you cower down to them, they're not going to change. And you should never give up your love, kindness, and respect for other people. It should never, ever happen. You always need to think about going forward at all times, because kindness is a whole lot of good in you when you do that. Kindness may help other people you don't even know about. Kindness is when you give something to somebody because you're being kind. You may not even know them. And that is a good thing, not a bad thing. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to try to destroy people's kindness, and that happens a lot. If you're kind, don't let anybody stop you. Go forward. Be positive. Show that kindness that you know you have within inside you. I don't care your religious belief, if you have a religious belief or not. One thing we have on this earth is the ability to be kind, considerate, loving, and caring of all. That's just a natural thing we have here. But if we cower down to the evils, our kindness will never show up at all. And that's what they want. They want your kindness to stop. They want your kindness to go to the wayside. They want you to be miserable like they are, regardless of what they say. They are a miserable person. You don't have to go down that road at all, because you're going to let your kindness and loving and caring self show. You're a very considerate person. Don't let them do that to you. There is no reason for them to do that to you. Show that kindness. I have seen on here people that are really, really good people. Not that I've ever seen them, but they've been really good people, and others have tried to stifle them, and it's worked to a point, but their kindness still comes out. And if you're one of them that's happened to, don't let the kindness in your heart be dictated to them. Kindness is what we need more of in this world. And you're one of the people that can stand up and show your kindness and go forward. When you do this, you prosper more. Kindness is never going to be on some people's priority list, but it should always be on your priority list. You shouldn't let people make fun of you. Well, they're going to make fun of you. They make fun of you. Every one of us been made fun of at some point or another. But that don't mean you give up your kindness. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. It's regardless of what happens to you, don't give up that kindness and loving and caring for others. If that was the case, I would be one mean person and hateful person and revengeful person if I went down that road. But I know I'm kind. I know you're kind. I know you're loving. I know you're caring. And that positive attitude will get you a whole lot of goodness in your own heart. See, you want to be kind to everybody, and you really do. But being kind, you know the feeling it's going to leave in your heart because you're doing the right thing. Don't let the evils stop you from what you know is the right thing. Don't ever let them do that. You're too good of a person to sit back, put your head in the sand, and ignore everything. They're going to hit you with everything they can if they're on the evil, but your kindness will overshadow them at all times. Don't go down the path of evil. Go down the path of kindness, consideration, and respect. People that are not kind, they really don't have respect. Even for the people that they have following them, they will follow that same pattern as evil, but they don't have no respect for anything. They don't have respect for themselves. But when you're a kind, loving, and caring person, you will always have respect for yourself. And that is important. And when you have respect for yourself, you don't care what they say. That loving, kind, and caring person within you will come out. They cannot stop that. They can't get you to stop because you're a love and caring person. Don't let them try. Go forward. Be that person you know you are. And that means your loving, kind, courteous soul will shine above all else. If they try to slap you down and you pause, get back up and go forward and show your kindness and love you have in you. Do not let them dictate to you that kind and loveness you have within you. Don't do it. Show them who you are. Be who you are. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you're a kind person, that you love people. Maybe you're a little sensitive. That's fine. But the love you have in your heart is what needs to drive you. I know there's other forces out there too, but that love in your heart will always take you down the right path if you let it. Don't let people of the evil dictate to you, because they're not worth it. They can always change, but they are not worth what they're doing to you. Don't fall for it. Don't give up your kindness and loving and caring this person you are to go down that path of evil. Kindness will be in your heart forever, and you know it. You dang well know your kindness and loving heart will shine above others. You're not going to go down that other path at all, because you are a loving and caring person, and you're not above not showing that, because you will show it. Remember, never, never hide your kindness. You know, what would happen if you hid your kindness from your kids and the loving and caring you were for your kids? You know, you need to do that 24/7. And don't have to be your family, because you got to go out in this world. You can't go with your head in the sand in this world. You need to go out, show people your kindness, and show them what you're really made out of. Don't take a back seat to them. Don't take a back seat to evil. Show that kindness. Don't be ashamed of your kindness. Your kindness and loving soul needs to be out front. Just go out, do it. Show people who you really are. Show that kindness that's in your soul. I know that kindness is in you. Don't hide it. Show it. Let this world be a kinder and peacefuler place. And you can do it. You can give up being an evil person if you are. But you personally are a kind, loving, and caring person. So go out and do what you know is right. Don't fall for the other stuff that goes around trying to put you down. You have to stand up for what is right. Yes, you have to recognize the evils in the world, but that don't mean you take down being a good, loving, caring person because of it. You have to press forward all the time. You're a very caring person inside you, and you know it. And this is what has to come out. Kindness is out there in so many other ways too. Kindness is what you do to everyone. You want everyone to be kind. I mean, there always will be exceptions, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, when you're kind, you're doing what you know is right. And that's a big thing. Being kind and loving and caring, you know that is who you are, and that is who you have to be. You don't have to take a back seat to anybody. Your loving, caring, and kindness is what needs to come out. Yes, at times I've been out doing stuff and I've questioned being kind and caring to others. But it don't last. But all of us will go down that trail at some point, and several times. But you always have to pull yourself back because you know you're that loving, caring, and kindness person. Why do you want to hold that inside you? Do you not want to get that out? Should that not be out in your everyday life? Think about it. The more caring and loving you are, the more your heart is full of joy. And when your heart's full of joy and you're so loving and caring, you will see what's wrong in this life and what is not. You will never, ever give up your kindness. You should never give up your kindness or your loving and caring for others. Don't do it. Go out and do this stuff because of who you are. Don't let people put you down. There'll be people that'll hate you the rest of your life, but that don't mean you're going to give up on what is right. Never give up on what is right. Be that kind, loving, and caring person all the time. Don't let them dictate to you what you will or will not do. When you're a kind and caring person, you're helping your neighbors. You're helping people you don't know because they see it and you're willing to help out when you need to be helped out. You help everyone out. Maybe one time you need help too. But when you go forward, positive attitude, loving and caring. I just can't get over this part though, people. Please, please don't let these people, these bullies and narcissists and all that, they are going to take you down a little bit. But don't let them question your love, your kindness, and your respect of others. Because you can't let them do that to you. You've got to move forward at all cost. Don't let them put you in the same boat they are in, and that's hate. Because you have two alternatives: hiding, which means you're going to start to hate more, or you don't ever give up on kindness, loving, and caring and respect of others. When you have them aspects in life, you're a very good person and you will not take a back seat to anybody. And this is a good thing, not a bad thing. I have people coming on here and I talk in a couple of spots. I've never seen any of them. Matter of fact, out of everybody on here, I got two nephews that get on here now and then. Nobody else. So I don't know of anybody else on here that does this. Would they approve? I don't care if they approve or disapprove, because I'm going out and be kind and loving. If they hate, they will hate. I show respect for a lot of people, which we all should do. When you show that respect, that kindness and love also matters. It comes out. All these are hand in hand things and they go hand in hand. The only time they don't, if you make an excuse for them not to. When you go out and fight for what you believe in, and you fight for the right to be kind and courteous, that is what you do. Some people may say that don't make no sense. No, sometimes you do have to fight for your kindness. Because how you handle it could be several different ways. Because people will hate you for your kindness, caring, and loving soul, whether they tell you or not. But that's okay. You don't give up your kindness and your loving soul and your respect for others because somebody don't like it. You go forward with what you have and show them who you are, and you will not, regardless of what they throw at you, you will not give in to them because you are a kind person, you're a loving person, you are a caring person. Don't let that take away from you in any shape or form. Love what we have on this earth. Cherish what we have on this earth. Recognize the good and the evil. When you recognize the good and evil, you want to be that kind person, that caring person, that person that cares for others. We're only here for so long, and we don't want to go down the path of evil. And when you have that love and kindness in your soul, when you're out there showing your love and kindness to everybody, it may not look like it or may not even feel like it sometimes, but it is there, and people recognize the good soul you have within you. You don't need to take a back seat to anybody at any time because your loving soul and your kindness will stick out forever if you let it. Don't question your kindness. Don't question your anything. About cop there. But don't go out and give up your kindness and loving soul. That's what makes the world go around. If you believe in Satan, he will also despise you because he can't get you to go down that road. And he comes in many colors, shapes, and sizes in reality. But because you're that kind person, please, whatever you do, don't let them take advantage of you. Regardless of what they throw at you, you got to wind up being that kind, loving person. They don't need to try to take that away from you. Nobody has that right to take that away from you. Because that kindness and the loving soul you have spread over this earth and people you may not even know. Don't go in the opposite direction. Realize your kindness helps. Realize what kind of loving, caring person you are. So when the evil comes and slaps you in the face, you know you're not going to cower down to their point of view. You will keep on going on with the kind and loving soul that you really are. Kindness will get you so much farther in life than anything. It may not always bring in money, but it brings in something a lot more and a lot more important to some people. Money is important to most people, but that soul you have will come in handy. I should say handy, but comes in handy when you have a choice of money or being kind and loving. If you have to take one, always take the kind, loving, and respectful soul you know you are. Please don't go down that other road. Show the people who you really are. I don't even know you guys, but I bet you I would get along and be kind and loving with most of you just because of who I am. Would it happen at 100%? No. There's going to be a lot of people that despise me, wouldn't like me, but that's fine. I'm not giving up my loving kindness, soul, and respect for others to satisfy them. You should not either. That is why your loving kindness should always come out above anything else, because when your loving kindness comes out and your happiness comes out, you're a much better person and you love life more. So happiness needs to take a big part of what we do every day of our lives. So please go out, be kind, Be happy. Have respect for others. Don't fall for the ones that are trying to hide your kind soul. Don't let them do it. Be above that. Don't let them take your kind, loving soul away from you for their own purposes, because that kind, loving soul gets you by every day, and you deserve to be that person with that kindness and loving soul in you. Don't let kindness take a back seat. Always let it be out front. And thank every one of you.